Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Zach from Pittsburgh White Shorts coming at you live from the Heroes Inc. VIP lounge, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. It's very cozy back here. I'm flanked by Double Dragon on one side and Tetris on the other, neither of which is functioning.
I can turn them on if you want.
Please no.
So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite decks from one of my favorite shows, which is Ting and Topa Gurren Lagann.
There you go, yeah.
It's a bit of a pricier set considering its power level. This, even during its heyday, you don't see it much in events nowadays, but even during its heyday, it was more of a dark horse deck. It never really was top tier.
Mm-hmm. But it's still very strong.
It's still very strong, and it's one of my favorite decks to play. Just because
it has a very unique compression mechanic.
It is very unique, and yeah, we will get into that soon.
Yep.
So let's kick things off with level zeros. We got for Lagann Impact, a common, interestingly enough, a very powerful common. On play, you top check if it's a Team Gurren character, which 42 out of the 50 cards in the deck are, goes underneath as a marker, and this card gets 2k power.
And the soul, right?
No, the soul is only when it's the only character on stage. And
okay,
when it
so it's an opening.
Yeah, when it attacks and it's the only character on stage, it gets an extra soul, cannot become reversed in battle. You do not need the marker to do that.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite cards to see at the beginning of the game, because you can play this. It'll be at 3 soul when it attacks, no matter, even if you miss the even if you reveal climax, which is the only way it'll miss. And if you do reveal climax, you can play your own climax, then swing your opponent, hit him for 5, which I have a 100% success rate with whenever that's happened. And I won that game. So
of course.
Yeah, this is it's a very, very fun card.
Yeah, a little sacky, but like that is very strong. And then it can't get reversed when it's the only thing on the board, right?
Yeah.
So like the only way to remove it is
when it attacks.
When it attacks, okay.
Yeah, if this is sitting here and your opponent hits over it, they just hit over it. It'll become reversed. It's a common. It can't ask for that much. It's already doing a lot as a common.
Yeah, and it's also part of your finisher, right?
Part of the finisher. We'll get
over that.
We will touch on each of the finish cards. This is, if you don't know, the main Ting and Topa list has a SUNDER combo, which is uses like 5 different characters as part of an attack that attacks 5 times.
Yeah, they like flip over.
Yep. Normally, this is not you would think that would not be optimal, just because that's like that's a very big package to do consistently. But fortunately for the set, almost every part of that combo is good in its own way.
Yeah. And a big part of that is that compression thing we talked about.
Yeah. So next card, which is one of the other big reasons to play the deck, if the compression by itself wasn't enough of a reason, we have the best rookie in English.
Yeah, Nia's ridiculous.
Yeah. You put the top card of your stock into your clock, and then it's just for level 1.
Yeah, it goes to hand. It doesn't go to field. It's not like the Pedo, which is the other big one that has that cost, right? Where you know exactly what you're clocking.
Yeah, but first of all, it's going to stage, so if you can't play it from hand, you get any hand bonuses from that.
But yeah, this goes just directly to hand.
Goes to hand, and the other Pedo restriction is that it has to be of your level. You can't start at level 1 if you're at level 0 with Pedo. With Nia,
this lets you play ahead,
And this isn't even trait restricted, by the way.
You can just grab any character,
Yeah.
She's ridiculous. And it's like cute art. Like, cute art. Has everything going for it.
Controversial opinion, I prefer the non-SSB art.
Yeah, I don't know. You get Nia's smiling face on it. So.
Yeah, the other one is just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got the hair, I guess, if you're into the cloud hair.
Yeah, definitely a 4 of it's
just so too good. Yeah,
you can be at 0-6, talk yourself to level 1, then put a red card in your level zone, because you can play a Nia and get that yellow card just triggered, put it in your stock, and have both colors. It's best card in the deck, possibly.
Possibly the best card.
Very good. Then moving on, we got 4 Trial Deck Yoko free runners.
Yeah, so you need 2 Trial Decks. That's a 2 of.
Yep, 2 of. There's not really. I don't think there's any clean cuts in the set there, and this is the only runner I think
Runners are good for your list too because you need to set up reverses for Kamina.
You need something. It's all the on reverse combos in English, so you got to run for this, and it's not bad. It could be worse.
It's just a free runner, and it fixes you for yellow. So
it fixes you for yellow. You don't have to worry about unskillfully milling a climax, not being able to run.
Yeah,
you'll always be able to run with it as long as you have an open space. So a very good card to have. Then our Brainstormer, we got 3 of these. This is a tap 1 search Brainstormer, and it also gives all of your characters with markers an additional 500 power.
That's very good, especially that it's global.
Which makes this a 4K once you get the marker, which is very good.
Really good, yeah.
It makes this a stupidly good common. Not much else to say about it. It's just a really...
Self-tap salvage,
Yeah, I think it's a search. It's a salvage.
Yeah.
Which...
you want to mill out this deck, so...
Yeah, because this deck, as we'll go on to see, doesn't have much more power on sale. Most of it relies on you doing a top check and hitting it in order to mill. So you'll be brainstorming very frequently.
Yeah. So
no matter game state. So
and only 3 because we have other back row cards that we need. Yeah, once we get to level 2.
And here's one potential back row card right here. Buddha. On play, top check. If it's level 2 or higher, it goes to your stock. The card you reveal goes to your stock, and then when you play climax, you give someone 2K and Buddha returns to your hand.
Okay, so it keeps popping back.
Keeps popping back. You can play each turn. Buddha tends to get on a roll whenever I play him, and he hits. If he hits the first time, I just get a chain, just go stock, and
keep doing it.
In addition to your normal, to all the other ways this way has to compress. If you get a good Buddha chain off, you can compress even harder with your stock.
Yeah.
Which normally this deck doesn't do because it pays out stock out the walls you starting at level 2 because you need to get set up there.
Yeah, because you don't have like a lot of traditional early play. You have those big. We'll get into this. Yeah, we have big level 2 cards.
Yeah. But one of my favorite cards in the deck. When he pulls through hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Good one. So that's 16 zeros.
That's 16 zeros. Moving on to level 1, starting with Kamina. He is during your turn, he gets 1500 power if you're running Team Gurren characters, and climax combo off of Shot, Leader Buddy. On reverse, you search for a Team Gurren character, and then when he becomes frontal attack next turn, he goes memory. That is a mandatory effect.
Well, it's just when he becomes attacked, right? Yeah. So even a side attack.
Yeah, even a side attack,
He goes to memory, so he's always going to memory compress himself if he gets the reverse. And
there is a technical restriction. He checks to see if there's already... if there's 2 or less of them in memory already.
Okay, so you can only put...
So you can 3 max.
3 max, okay.
3 max. That never really comes up.
Yeah.
Generally, unless you're getting ridiculous luck with Leader Buddy.
Yeah, I mean, for a Shimakaze, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best in English. Like, it's still a Shimakaze. It has all the drawbacks of a Shimakaze, but it is going to go to memory. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. So that is... one of the main ways to compress. Moving on to the other main way to compress, we have Gurren Lagann. 6,500 on play. Take a Lagann Impact or your Brainstormer from your waiting room, put it underneath as a marker. If it does not have a marker, it loses 4,500, and it's also part of your Sunder combo.
Yeah.
So what you do is you'll try to hold on to this until you're about to refresh. Then you play them out, get all those markers out of your deck, then go to attacks to refresh. You just compressed.
Yeah, so for every one of these you play, you're basically removing 2 cards from your next deck instead of 1.
Yeah.
Because you're playing the 1 card from your hand, and then you're removing a card from your waiting room that you want to have into your next waiting room anyway to set up for Sunder. Yeah. So the cards kind of naturally help you set up for the Sunder combo. And
another big thing to keep in mind is that this has a marker, and once it brings them out, it's at 7. That ties Union.
Yeah. So 7 ties Union before backups or anything.
It ties most on reverse combos except for Aaron, basically. So it's good in its own right just because of that.
And it's just a free 7K wall that's also compressing you. That's like a really good card.
Yeah.
So
very good. Moving on to Zorthi. He is on attack. Choose one of your Team Gurren characters. Give it X power. X equal to 500 times the number of Team Gurren characters you have already. So If you're being walled out and you need commonly a hit over something, Dorothy's here. Not really much else to say. He just is there to help commonly get over thing, and he's mostly a fill card just to fill out your level 1 a bit. If you want,
power is always good.
Yep. If you want to, you can take 1 or 2 of them out and add this 2K backup, which you play. It's just free 2K backup.
I mean, you're running walls,
Yeah,
so
you're running walls. This can like deny an iron reverse or something, or on reverse, whatever.
It'll send your free 7Ks to 9, which is pretty good.
Yep.
So,
all right, level 2s. We got 3 of Gurren Lagann. This is your quote-unquote early play that is not actually an early play. It's even better because it's actually level 2. That's good.
and it can't get anti-changed.
And yeah. Yeah, it is 6 to 10K. On play, you take a Gurren Lagann, that 7K we just talked about, from your waiting room underneath as a marker. There's another card that you can do, but you don't play it. It's the double boomerang spiral can also go as a marker.
Yeah.
But that is another level 1 combo, so we don't play it. So this just sits at big. Sits at 10-5.
This one right there.
We'll go into Shorty White's actually at 12 with the next card.
Yeah.
But it's also part of your SUNDER combo, so you want to run at least 3 of it to have it reliably there. And you'll probably...
It's got to be in waiting room.
Yeah. And you'll probably play this at level 2 anyway, just because that's really good. It's like, you're getting the power of a level 3, but it's actually just level 2 and it's compressing you. Very good card. This is what gets it up to 12. This sits in your back row, gives all characters with markers 1500, and you can rest this to give this card an extra soul and make it actually a level 3 that's just a level 2.
Yeah. So it just helps you really keep up in the damage race. You're playing these giant walls that are also compressing you and stuff like that. Like the level 2 against robots is just really scary sometimes. It's like they just run out all these cards, just like, oh, like I have to hit over it because like I can't anti-change it. I can't cheese this card away.
You can't
basically.
You have to actually beat it.
Yeah, you just have to actually kill it.
And this also has a quote-unquote climax combo. You can sacrifice 3 characters and take back your finisher combo,
which is really good. Yeah.
Because your finisher needs to have it's like Reinhardt. It has to be the only character on stage in order to work.
Yeah.
So that sets up your finisher by itself. So normally when you're just cards with com now, you're looking for this. And this is one of the cards that you'll be looking for because you need this to set up your combo.
Because that's your ideal back row, that and the brainstormer.
Otherwise, you'll just have to rely on your opponent actually knocking down just one character, which with such big characters is not reliable. So you need this card.
Yep.
This is in order to play Hey Kamina. It's just on reverse, or when this becomes reverse, if your opponent if the spell opponent is higher than your opponent's level, you can stock swap it.
Yeah, so
just
sometimes you need it to deal with garbage.
Yeah.
Sometimes 12K isn't enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's about it.
Not much to say. Then Dayaka. This is a Leafa counter, as Connor next to call it. I called it a Dayaka counter.
Leafa punch. Dayaka counter.
Everyone loves Dayaka.
Yeah, that very memorable character.
Yeah, it's
Dayaka.
2,500 backup. Pay 1.
Well, yeah, it's top check.
Top check. Then if it's a Team Gurren character, you can put it in your hand and discard a card.
Yep. Statistically, it should help you live.
Yeah.
Because it rips a clean card off top. But it's more just a 2,500 backup to keep these alive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, good card. Moving on to level 3. This is the only part of your SUNDER combo that you're probably not going to play in its own right.
Yeah.
It's basically...
It's an 11K heal, right?
Yeah, it's an 11K heal. Functions the same way as Gurren.
And it markers the 2-1, right?
Yeah, markers are Gurren or your back or your brainstormer.
Okay.
So it's basically you just play it as a healer with your ideal back row. It's just at 13K. pretty big for level 3, I think.
But yeah, you never really play this card ever.
You run
but
3
it is
of
a healer, so I mean, like
you run
it has
3 of it
use.
because this is always the card you have to keep an eye on when they're setting up Sunder. Because this is not probably
The only one you don't play to board, right?
Yeah, you don't play the board, so it will never likely be sacked.
Yeah.
Into your waiting room, so you have to make sure it's actually there. So you run 3 of it. Then the boy himself, Ting Topa Gurren Lagann. I'll put up to 4 characters from your waiting room underneath this markers. You will walk the 4 center pieces, which is this, Arch Gurren, Gurren Lagann, and Lagann Impact.
There we go. Got him.
This would seem clunky on first glance, but it's actually this is surprisingly easy to set up.
Yeah, the fact that everything markers each other makes holding them over refresh like very easy. Like you can clock because this doesn't get markered, like this probably lives, right? Which has one of these as a marker. You have one of these on the field, and you can probably put this in your level 2 clock. So like setting up for your Sunder is like a lot easier than it seems. Like
the hard part is the actual Sunder cost, which is 2 stock and ditch 4 cards. Sunder's off of gate, by the way.
Yeah.
It's usually the hard part is well, think of it as Sun doesn't happen until the end of your attack. So you
need 1 stock.
You need to go into your when you're thinking about whether or not to pay this. You need to have minimum 4 stock.
Yeah.
And 4 cards you can discard from your hand. Because after that, the Sunder is just 1 cost, but it's just paying off whatever you attacked with.
And when you play it, you need to have all 4 of these cards in waiting room.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah,
just things to keep in mind.
Yeah, and he gets to with Climax 12.5K. It doesn't really matter if it gets reversed as long as it doesn't get sent from away from stage. That's the only way to treat Count Sunder. You gotta get it off stage. Like you gotta actually send it to waiting room or send it to memory or something. You can't just reverse it.
So the only way to play around Sunder, quote unquote, is to memory kick him when he attacks. Because he's going to be the only card on stage, so you can't tap counter him. Like, he doesn't gain a level or anything, so you can't early play hate him. You have to kick him to memory before he starts switching, sundering into different characters. Because that's another thing people don't realize. This doesn't work like a restander. Like,
this can change position.
Yeah, it's not only can it change position, the fact that it changes into these characters.
It's a different character. So
it's a different character. And you're swinging for 3, 3, 2, 2, 3 base, because this will be the only thing on stage, so it'll have an extra soul. So just something to think about. The only real hate on it is memory kick.
Yeah, and I think the fact that so many of them are high soul means you can also play it around side attack, because you don't have frontal attack to Sunder. You just
you can side dead bodies and still have the soul get minus. So very important thing to remember.
Yeah. And I mentioned before that that the comic cost is paid to ditch 4. Well, it's actually a bit less because this has a very nice change. This is technically a back row system for 2K, but you actually play it to, because 1, when you play it, you salvage something, and 2, because it changes into this when you play a climax. That's the cost. You just return it to your hand.
So it lets you save 1 for playing him. So you only need 3 stock going into
3
your
stock
card.
and effectively 1 less card, because this salvages, and when you play the climax, it goes back to hand. So it nets you a card to your hand when you do that combo.
As long as you play the climax. So it makes playing your climax go even, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we have any more level 3s?
Yeah, my 400 daughter Yoko. So Yoko is basically just it's an actual word play.
She's there because she's shiny.
Yeah, she's shiny.
Even if you don't have the shiny, I think you still play this as a 1 of, because first of all it heals.
Yeah, early play heal. Doesn't it have free condition, or is it 2 or less?
2 or less.
Okay, so almost free.
Yeah, almost free. And on attack, you give something on reverse burn for pay 1 ditch 1.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Which is, you would think that'd be harder with how expensive the Sunder is, but remember, you have common. Once you get all the commons off, you're basically gonna sit at 7 cards the rest of the game.
Yeah.
As time you get a try to common off, so it's it's a very good card in its own right. Just to pressure your opponent a little, heal a bit.
Yeah.
Stay in the game a bit longer.
Also, like one of the prettiest SSPs
one of the
made.
best SSPs.
Yeah.
Easily.
All right.
That's
level 3s.
then,
we went over the Sunder. We went over the compression.
Yeah, just to crush your chance at the climaxes. Both 1K1s. You have gate and you have shot.
That's it.
Yeah. You have gate.
Yeah, it's
nice.
gate.
It's gate.
Yeah, that's not about climate. Like shot is like kind of hit or miss, but like since you are kind of swinging for big numbers, you know.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
Shot's one of the best things. The best feeling in the world is when your opponent cancels a shot off of with a climax, and you still have attacks coming.
Yeah, and you just slam them after that. So pretty good in the end game too.
Yeah.
Like a pretty good thing to trigger when you're attacking 5 times.
Yeah.
Like you're getting free cancel burns sort of.
Yeah.
On your Sunder combo. So
yeah,
kind of has natural synergy there.
Yeah, it's a very fun deck the whole way through. I always enjoy picking it up.
Yeah, I really think the spookiest thing about the deck, like we keep saying it, but like the marker compression, like your opponent can be, when your opponent is playing this deck and like they field down 2 of these and you think, oh, they only have 4 stock, like whatever, and then they mill down their whole deck, they like plus off brainstorm, so they like go to like a 9-card hand, they play down like 2 of these and 1 of this, and now they're just super fucking compressed and they just say go. Yeah, so like 3 communism memory, they play down 3 of these, they have like 4 stock and these on board,
9
and then
cards in hand.
they just say go, like, and you're just like, okay, I can't do damage anymore. Like you have to start siding them for 1s, like just to stick damage. Like they get really compressed out of nowhere. So it can be a very spooky deck to sit across from.
Blitz the hell out of this.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah, if you don't push damage early, it can be really hard
It's
to
gonna
like
hurt. You're not gonna get it late.
Yeah, the 6 main weakness, as I said at the beginning, is it doesn't mill cards that well.
Yeah.
You're relying on brainstorming like every turn, and you're relying on your
like
Lagann
your top check effects.
Your top checks have to hit in order to do quote unquote mill
a card. Yeah. So.
You already knew what ideal level.
Yeah. We went over those.
So it's just a if you're out climaxes early, you better hope you have a brainstormer, otherwise it's gonna be a tough game.
That card just sits around.
This thing's so, like we were saying, like the fact that it's a level 2, you can't early play hate this card, and it sits at 12k. You have to beat it,
and it's only 1 stock for all that.
Yeah,
and then he's going to do that. Have that back row card that gives it an extra soul. He just beats you.
Yeah, it helps you really push damage in. Like I feel like this is the scariest card in the deck. It's not like this is the scariest card that
You're
the deck
not
has.
getting over that easy at level 2.
Especially
Even level 3, you might have to work for it.
Especially with the backup and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. One of my favorite decks for one of my favorite series. Very happy.
Get out of here, Andy.
Foil again.
But yeah, that's so that's Gurren Lagann, guys. Like we always say, we're trying to get all these deck techs out. So if you want to see one for a specific English series that we haven't done yet, let us know in the comments. Drop a like. We got some more stuff in the pipeline. Albuta should be out by now, the pre-review. We want to do another one of those for Goblin Slayer. And I think we have some Bang Dream stuff in the pipeline as well. So stay tuned.
All right, see ya.
Have a good day, guys.